Go.
Senator Obama, we've got your back. Episode 3, take 24.
Ooh, jeez. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is address the comments by the Honorable Congressman Stephen King, Republican from Iowa. Now, the Honorable Congressman said that because Senator Obama's middle name is Hussein, if he's elected president, the Muslim terrorists in Iraq and in the Middle East will be dancing in the streets. There's one thing wrong with this, and that is Hussein is an Arabic name. It's not necessarily a Muslim name. But the Honorable Congressman obviously doesn't know that. But even more importantly is Barak is an African name derived from the Hebrew name Barak, who was an ancient Hebrew general who captured the land of Canaan for the Israelites in the first place. Now, what I'm going to do is read just 3 sentences from the Bible, King James Version. It's the book of Judges, chapter 4, verses 14. And Deborah said unto Barak, Up, for this is the day which the Lord hath delivered Sisera into thine hand. Is not the Lord gone out before thee? So Barak went down from Mount Tabor, and 10,000 men after him. Now, the name Barak is an ancient Hebrew name from the Bible. I haven't heard anyone say that Senator Obama must be Jewish because he has a Hebrew name. Clearly, the Honorable Congressman does not know his Bible. So what I want to do now is to use the logic that the Honorable Congressman, because the Congressman is an honorable man, use the same logic on him that he uses in his discussions. So let's see. The Congressman knows the name Hussein, but he doesn't know names from the Bible. Well, did he go to Sunday school? Did he even go to Sunday school? Maybe he went to a madrasa. You know, it's a little bit suspicious. Now, I know the Congressman is an honorable man. But maybe, you know, the name Stephen King, is that for real? He could have done better than that. He could have said Charles Dickens or Jack London. And wasn't Jack London accused of being a communist? Maybe the Honorable Congressman, although he's an honorable man, maybe he's a communist. Did anyone check to see if the Marxist guerrillas in Venezuela were dancing in the jungle when he was elected Congress? So my point is not to bash the Congressman, for the Congressman is an honorable man. My point is that this logical thinking, or illogical thinking, is ignorant. Also, the Congressman is ignorant about the culture of the Middle East. And he's not really quite up on his Bible either. Now, this ignorance is the same that Vice President Cheney used when he said that when we invade Iraq, the Iraqis will be throwing flowers and waving American flags. These guys are ignorant of that culture. They really don't know what they're talking about. They just don't know. Now, just to be honest with you, I didn't know about Barak. I knew about Barak's name being an ancient Hebrew name, but not from the book of Judges, from Exodus. But not the book of Exodus, the movie Exodus. Because in the early 1960s, there was a movie starring Paul Newman, and it's about the founding of Israel. It's a very good movie. I recommend people see it. But in one scene, Paul Newman's character is telling Eva Marie Saint's character the story of Deborah and Barak. In fact, I think he even quotes the line right out of the Bible. So the interesting twist to all this is that the screenplay for the movie was written by Dalton Trumbo. Now, Dalton Trumbo is a very good Hollywood screenplay writer. He wrote the screenplay for Roman Holiday, which starred Gregory Peck and Audrey Hepburn. The Court Martial of Billy Mitchell, starring Gary Cooper, and Spartacus, starring Kirk Douglas. So plus he had won several Academy Awards, but he could never accept any of them. And the reason he could never accept any of them is because he had to write under false names or give someone else the credit for writing the stuff. Because he was one of the Hollywood 10, which were 10 writers in Hollywood who were accused of being communists. So he was blacklisted. So he could never get any of the credit for, or even accept the Academy Awards that he got. Now that was the other period in time in American history where ignorant politicians made it a crime for people to think for themselves. So what I want to ask Congressman King, for the congressman is an honorable man, what I want to ask him is, are we going to do this again?